Hey guys, today we're going to be unboxing the LG G4. LG were nice enough to send me one of these bad boys to check out, so a massive thanks to them. Yeah, let's go ahead and unbox this bitch. So a standard phone box here, nothing unusual. It's powered by a Snapdragon 808 processor, has a pretty large 5.5 inch IPS quantum display, and one of the most exciting features for me at least is the camera. It's a 16 megapixel sensor with an f/1.8 aperture lens, OIS 2.0 and a color spectrum sensor, which in short is said to nail perfect white balance for your photos to get the most realistic colors. So that's going to be pretty exciting to check out. So opening up the box here, we can reveal the LG G4 sitting right at the top. This is the metallic grey variant. LG says it's an infusion of metal and plastic on the back cover, although to me it feels just like plastic, no really any different. Of course, having a removable back, you can change these out for different colors and different materials, including leather, so that's kind of cool. You can also see that kind of diamondy pattern on the back there as well. So yeah, just a quick size comparison for you guys. I'll bring over my Nexus 6. Now the Nexus 6 of course has a larger 5.9 inch display, so it's going to be bigger by default, but where I really notice the difference between these two devices is the width. The G4 is quite a bit narrower, so one-handed use, for me at least, feels more comfortable with the G4. You can see the back of both devices there. The Nexus 6 is definitely the bigger phone, as I said, it's pretty obvious why, but the G4 having its 5.5 inch display is definitely not a small phone either, so just take that into account. Of course, you have those back buttons there. You don't have any buttons on the sides of the device. But if we put that to the side just for a second here, we'll check out what's left in the box. And you've got a charger here, and you can see I got this from America, so it's actually a dual pin charger, not a European charger, so I'll have to use a different charger. Just your standard USB cables, so you can actually charge the device or plug it into your computer. And then you've got your removable battery. It is a 3000 milliamp hour battery. As you can see, it's written there on the battery itself. Now, LG are one of the few companies still giving you the option of a removable battery. I know some people adore this option, other people not so much. Of course, the Galaxy S6 doesn't have a removable battery anymore, and a lot of people were upset about that. There are of course pros and cons to both approaches, but LG have kept the removable battery on their flagship device, so there you have it. Now, I'm one of those people that have to take off all the plastic as soon as I get a device. I hate leaving it on. I just want to feel the device as it was intended. And the LG G4 just has a ton of this plastic stuff all over it. It's great for protection, so it doesn't get scratched or, scuffed in the box or anything. But you can just see there is a lot of it, and I just had to take it all off straight away. There's even some on those back buttons right there, as you can see. So now that we've dealt with all that plastic, we can go ahead and install the battery. So we'll need to remove the back cover, of course. To do that, you can find a little groove in the bottom left-hand side. You can see just where I'm putting my thumb now. Then you need to just pry along the edges, and you'll hear it unclip each little section. Eventually, once you've got the top, it will just kind of lift off quite easily. You've got a big gap for your battery there, and yes, this device does also have a micro SD card slot for expandable storage. So LG is keeping the legacy features here. I know a lot of people will be happy about that. Some people aren't too bothered, but the option is there if you want to use it, so that's pretty nice. And to install the battery, it's as simple as just lining up the connector and just placing it in there, and then reattaching the back cover. So line up the camera and then just lightly apply pressure on the sides. You'll hear some pretty big clicks as it kind of lines up and gets into place. But that's it. You're now ready to go. You're now ready to boot up your LG G4. In terms of the weight right now, it still feels lighter than my Nexus 6. It's of course heavier with the battery inside, but still not quite as heavy as the Nexus 6 is. There's no power buttons on the side. They are all placed on the back there, so you can press that middle one. If you hold that middle one in, it should boot up if you have any juice in your battery, and there you go. Don't worry guys, I'm not going to take you through the whole boot up process because we've seen it 1,000 times and it's not really any different here. One thing I did want to show you is the Android is starting option. You can see they've added some text here to show you that depending on how many apps you have, it might take longer to start and just to not remove the battery while this is going on. Then of course you've got the LG boot up screens, which just connect you to your Wi-Fi, and eventually does kick you over to the standard Google one. You can see it puts the brightness on maximum. I'm not going to let you guys endure that, so we'll just skip through that, but it's the standard one. And once you've done all that, you're ready to go. And you can just see here I'm adjusting the brightness so it doesn't completely blind you guys. But here we have it. You can see, of course, this does have an LG skin over the top. It's not stock Android. A little delay there when we opened up the nav drawer, but you can forgive the phone for that. It's the first time it's ever done it. It's the first time it's booted up. We've got the settings here. And just in the small time I've used the device, the Snapdragon 808 actually felt very, very snappy on this device. It really does feel quick and smooth throughout. You can just see the speed it launches the camera. That's the first time I've launched the camera. Nothing was in memory. I just booted the thing up. And it was incredibly fast to start the camera. So really good to see there. I'm really looking forward to testing out that camera. Of course, you have all these kind of little features like knock on. You can double tap to turn it off and double tap to turn it on. That's something I always try and get on custom ROMs, but it's actually built into the LG software, so that's really awesome. The screen gets really dim and really bright as well, so it's going to be great for viewing at night and in outdoor brightness. But of course, guys, there's going to be loads more to come on this device. I'm really excited about testing out the camera and all that good stuff. So yeah, this has been the unboxing video. Let me know what you guys think. Peace out.